Hello, welcome back to another Duo Group Ironman episode. Last video, I pretty much just did Master Farmers until I had a ton of Ranar seeds and Ranar herbs while doing farm runs. So hopefully now I have enough to last for a while, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do farm runs now because I'm on the lunar spellbook. Because my next goal is to get my crafting up so that I can make more Zenyte jewelry. Mudkip has gotten another Zenyte and he continues to do demonic gorillas like whenever he gets a task. So he's bound to get more eventually. Cause you know it'd be nice to have Zenyte jewelry for both of us and have all of the Zenyte jewelry eventually. I'm not totally sure what level I want to go for right now. I'm 86 currently and at the very least I would like to get 88 so that I can boost with a mushroom pie to make a Zenyte necklace, which would be made into an anguish. Or I could go all the way to 94 so that I can make a fury, which would also be really useful. Probably more useful than the anguish, because I think Mudkip is mainly using melee while training Slayer. And I have enough astral runes that should get me to 94, but it just depends on when I get bored. I think right now I probably will just go until I can make an anguish and then make that and then go do something else just so I can like have more content and upload videos faster. But maybe I won't end up doing that and maybe this video will just take a long time to come out, or I'll stop in the middle of the grind or something. I don't know. I mean, it took me long enough just to get to 86 crafting. Like it took me days and that was only 86, so I think 94 would take a while, but I would like to get it eventually, just depending on how much time I have and how often I want to upload videos. And if I get bored, or I'll probably just be watching anime on the side, so it's not too big of a deal. I'm watching Hunter x Hunter right now, and I realized after like getting into it that it's pronounced Hunter x Hunter, not Hunter x Hunter. I'm on season 3 and it's pretty decent. It was pretty boring at first, but everyone says that it's good and that it gets better, so I've just been watching it anyways, despite it being really boring at first. And so far, I really like the villains, so this seems promising. And I know my cash stack is pretty low. I started with about 600k, but then I bought all these astral runes. But as long as you're doing lantern lenses, then you can sell them back to the shop for a little bit profit. I mean, it's not actually profit because the runes cost more, but my cash stack right now isn't gonna go down at least. I've also been told that it's kind of pointless to do what I was doing last time. It's better to just like buy 10 of each thing and then make super glass make instead of trying to get your inventory as full as possible. So I'll just be making 10 each world and then hopping. And I also have it so that when I shift click then it buys 50. I could also just set it to 10, but it works out if there's 10 buckets of sand and 10 soda ash. But I could also just do that with seaweed. I guess I already explained everything the last time I did crafting, but yeah, I'm also using the world hopper plugin so that I don't have to like go in here and switch worlds. It's just a lot faster. Also, I'm currently at the shipyard in Karamja. It seems like there's no one here right now, but the great thing about charters is that if someone is in your spot and you want to avoid them, you can just charter to somewhere else and try out that spot instead. So I'll just stay here until someone else comes in and then I can just hop to another charter. But I think this was my spot last time that I ended up staying with, so hopefully it doesn't get taken. So yeah, I guess I'll see you again when I get a level or something interesting happens. 87 crafting. I can now make Dorgashun light orbs, but you can't sell them to the shop, so I'm gonna keep making lantern lenses. 88. Okay, since I have 88 crafting now, Mudkip needs an anguish, so I'm gonna make one. Well, a Zenyte necklace, I mean, but yeah. Okay. Now I can just give it to him and then he'll enchant it and use it, which I guess you'll see in his video. 89 crafting. Okay, I'm gonna stop crafting for now. Mudkip is wanting to go back to Zulra, but for that he needs the ornate pool in his house, and for that you need anti-venoms. So I'm gonna be switching my spellbook back to the normal spellbook and doing lots of farm runs to get herbs and get my herblore up so that I can make anti-venoms. I only need 83 herblore so that I can use a botanical pie to boost 4. Oh, I almost forgot, but Mudkip finally got a bottomless compost bucket. I've never gotten to use one before, so this is cool. You can store it in the tool leprechaun, and each bucket of any type of compost acts as 2 charges, so it basically doubles itself when it goes into the bottomless compost bucket, and you can store up to 10,000 charges, so basically you can have up to 5,000 buckets of compost. So I'm gonna be using ultra compost on it. Now it has over 1,000 charges. You can't trade it unless it's empty, but if you empty it while it has charges, all of those charges will just disappear. They'll just go completely to waste. So I'm gonna be keeping this one, but I'm gonna keep doing Hespori, and Mudkip will too. So hopefully one of us can get another bottomless compost bucket, so Mudkip can have one. And now instead of using a normal bucket of ultra compost, I can just use this on the patch. And then I don't have to like go back to the leprechaun to put my bucket into the tool leprechaun and then get out another bucket of ultra compost. I can just keep this in my inventory and then put it back in the tool leprechaun whenever I'm done with my farm run. Also, I don't need to collect compost using normal buckets now. I can just use the bottomless compost bucket directly on the compost bin. So my next goal is to complete the Kandrin Hard Diary so that I can start doing agility, and for that I need 75 smithing, or 73, and then I can use a mature dwarven stout to boost. And I need 70 prayer, which I can't boost, and I have to do King's Ransom, but that shouldn't take too long. I don't have many bones in my bank, so I'm gonna be going back to Slayer to hopefully get enough bones and soul heads and stuff for 70 prayer. And for smithing, I have 69 banked right now. You do get some ore through Slayer, but I guess if I don't get at least 73 banked by the time I'm done with Slayer, and I have enough bones and soul heads and stuff for 70 prayer, then I'll either go back to Motherlode Mine if I want to AFK, I guess, or if I have enough GP, I'll just buy gold and smith it. I only have 100k cash stack right now, but that should go up through doing Slayer. I have like 1.5 mil, I think, in Kingdoms still, but I'm gonna try to not use that. Well, apparently I'm on a Dust Devil task, so I guess I'll go switch my spellbook and burst them. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a break from Slayer. So, in the Arty Elite Diary, which I want to do eventually for agility, you need 91 cooking, and I'm currently 75. I'm also pretty much out of food, so this works out. So I have 200 sharks here that I can cook, and Mudkip gave me some raw karambwans that he fished. I would fish them myself, but I don't have a fairy ring in my house, which he does, so it's just kind of pointless to fish karambwans by myself if I don't have a fairy ring in my house like he does. And he's like pretty much out of food as well, so we agreed that he will be the one fishing the karambwans, and then I'll cook them, get my cooking up, and that saves time for him as well. I cleaned all of my herbs, and Mudkip made some of his herbs into unfinished potions, and I gave him the rest of my herbs, and he made those into unfinished potions too. So now I have all these potions, and I'm gonna start training Herblore, and of course I'll keep doing farm runs. According to the Bank XP plugin, I have enough to get me to 81 Herblore, which is exactly the level I need to be able to make Ceradoan brews, and then I'll be able to make all of these Toadflax potions into Cera brews. First Herblore level 76, 77. Mudkip gave me some jades, so I'm just making them into amulets of chemistry to help out with Herblore. So I'm mainly just gonna be using them for prayer potions and super restores. I ended up with 260 amulets of chemistry. That should last me a while. 78 Herblore. 79. 80 Herblore. Just one more level, and then I can make all of the brews that I have in my bank. 81 Herblore. They're the first 0 brews on the account. I am gonna have to keep training Herblore, but I think I'm gonna end the video here. So here are my stats. Here's my character summary tab. We've been holding rank 10 on the high scores for a while. I guess that means I can put it in my video titles that we're top 10. Next video I'm gonna keep training Herblore. I should have enough Toadflax potions for 83. I don't have enough Nest, but I know Mudkip does. Plus I have some more Toadflax. And I've been planting Toadflax on my farm runs, so I guess we're gonna have a ton of brews. Anyways, thanks for watching. Remember to always kiss your homies goodnight, and of course do your farm runs. Goodbye lovelies, I'll see you all next time.